Hello everyone, welcome to Verblin. My name is April and today's class will be on reading comprehension. We will do some advanced reading comprehension exercises. So please join the class by hitting the green join class button and we'll get started as soon as everyone enters the room. Servet, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Good. First one in the class.
Yeah. I was counting the seconds.
Yes. You have to be fast, right, at Verblin. Yes, yes. Okay, let's see the class. I see people are coming in now. Oh, someone has a very cute cat picture. Very cute kitty.
Hi,
How cute is that? Hi, Sarah.
how are you?
Good. Is that your little kitty?
Yeah,
Oh, too cute. How old?
it's like 2 months.
Okay, so is this an old picture? No,
Yeah,
you said 2 months, so it's actually still close to probably that size, right?
yeah, but it is not new.
Okay. Yes, I just adopted a kitten, an 8-week-old kitten.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
that was like I've only had her for like 3 or 4 days so far. Yeah, so she's very cute, but she cries and cries and cries.
yeah, because she's like new and uh, she's not like she didn't get used to your home.
Yes,
And
exactly. Yeah,
yeah,
and she probably misses her mother too.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, but too cute. All right, so let's see who we have in here. Akram? Akram?
Hello,
How are you?
hello, hello. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello, I'm fine. How are you?
Good.
I'm
Great.
fine.
And where are you from?
I'm from Tunisia.
Okay, very nice. And Sarah, I didn't get where you are from.
I'm from Tunisia.
Okay, Tunisia as well. Okay, Christoph, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
Good. Did I pronounce your name correctly?
Yes, I think so.
Okay. And where are you from?
I'm from France.
France?
Yeah,
Oh, very nice.
nice
And
to meet you too.
nice to meet you as well. And welcome to the class. Igor, I already know Igor. Igor is
Yes, hi.
back. And Maria is back.
Yes.
My
Hello.
great role player.
Thank you. My great
Thank you.
teacher.
Thank you. And Nasro Beatty? Nasro? Nasro Beatty. Beatty?
Hello.
Okay, how are you?
How are you? I'm fine, thanks.
How do you pronounce your name?
Nasro.
Nasro, okay.
Okay.
And that's a cool picture you have in the background, Nasro. Looks like wherever you are, you're really enjoying yourself.
Thanks. It's in Tunisia.
Oh, very nice. I like it.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm from
and
Algeria.
from where?
Algeria.
Oh, okay. Very nice. I said hi to Sarah already, but did I ask you where you were from, Sarah?
Yeah, I'm from Tunisia.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
And then I know Servat, and I spoke to him already. I know Victor. How are you, Victor?
Hi, I'm fine.
Okay, good. And the last person all the way to the right. What is your name, sir? All the way to the right-hand side with glasses is a picture. And I am trying to find out your name. All the way to the right. So if you understand me, you can put your name in the chat or you can say it. All right. So today's class is an advanced class. Did you guys know that?
Yes.
Okay, so it's an advanced reading comprehension class. The reason why it's advanced is because there are some advanced vocabulary words in the readings. So your job is going to be to try to determine what each reading is saying, and also what the vocabulary words are based on the meanings of the vocabulary words based on the readings. But don't fret, we are also going to go over any vocabulary words that you do not understand that are in the reading. So, but that's why it's an advanced class. So basically, we're going to read, we're going to determine what we think each reading is saying or what the meanings are, and then we're going to take a little test after each one. Sounds good?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so let's do the first one. First reading is going to be called The Mini Problem, and I'm just going to share my screen with you so you can see it. Okay, The Mini Problem. All right, so I would love a volunteer to read until I tell you to stop. Who's my first
I can start.
volunteer?
Wait.
Okay, thank you. Go ahead.
Okay, Lily's anger could not have been more palpable. She awakened Christmas morning and, along with her brother, ran down to see the gifts under the tree. In the living room sat a magnificent mini bike. It was red and pearly white. Look,
It was red with a pearly white gas tank.
and side panels. For a brief moment, Lily was filled with what seemed like insurmountable
Very
excitement.
good. Very good.
Then her eyes caught hold of a baby doll sitting on the couch with a huge bow. She knew that the mini bike belonged to her brother and that she had been relegated to
Yes.
that doll. It was par for the course.
And one more.
Tommy always got cool things: skateboards, gliders, science kits. The mini bike was just the latest cool thing.
Okay, thank you very much. You can stop right there. Okay, next volunteer, starting at Lily.
Tonight,
Yes.
Lily always got the boring gifts. A doll with a gown, a doll with a tattoo,
A
doll
tutu.
with tutu. Okay, tutu. A doll with a poppy. This doll seemed unusually black. The doll wore a petticoat. The doll had short, straight black hair. Tommy had seen that mini bike in the front window of Morrow's bike shop. But hadn't Lily too? Hadn't she asked for it with as much fervour as her twin brother? Tommy's eyes grew wide at the sight of the bike he knew was his. No doll for him. He ran into his parents' room and jumped excitedly on the bed.
Perfect, thank you. Okay, another volunteer?
Me.
Yes.
April, do you think you can share the link to this article? Is it possible?
Oh, let me, I'm sorry. What I should have done was keep it like this so you can see it very good. I can't share the link because it
Okay.
includes a, is that
Okay.
better? I can't
Yeah.
share the link because it includes a quiz,
Okay.
and
I see.
you guys, I don't want you to know the answers yet without going through it. But I just froze it on the screen so it should stay there.
Okay. Thank
Okay, I apologize for
Could
not
you-
doing that beforehand.
Sorry, but could you make it bigger?
Yes, yes. Okay, let me do that. Is that better?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. So someone starting with Tommy's eyes grew wide. Or did we do that yet? Let's see. Tommy's eyes grew wide the same. No, we did that one. Thank you, Mama. Thank you, Papa. Okay, so start with thank you, Mama. Thank you, Papa.
Okay. Thank you, Mama. Thank you, Papa. He yelled. Lily sat in the other room. It took a while for anyone to even realize she was missing. What's wrong, Lil? Papa asked. Did you see your pretty doll? I saw it, she said sulkily. Ron asked Mama. Silence. Oh, Mama, you know Lily is never excited by presents. Her brother laughed. Come out and watch me. Right. And so they did.
Okay, very good. And so they did. And the word is laughed. Okay, laughed. Yes, thank you. Very good readings, you guys. All right, so tell me what is happening in this story. What is this story about?
About present gifts. Two siblings.
Mm-hmm.
One of them gets good, exciting gifts. Another one gets gifts which are not that much exciting.
Okay, very good. So, as a result of one getting a gift that she felt wasn't very exciting, what happened? What did she do? Anyone? What did she do, Servette, based on the fact that she did not get a great gift?
I don't remember.
Okay, let me go down. Anyone else? What did she do?
Did she get crazy?
Okay.
Seethed. She seethed.
Okay, she sieved. Yes.
Sieved.
What does sieved mean? Anyone know?
Angry.
Okay, very very close. So basically, sieve means that she suffered, like it usually means like you suffer a violent internal excitement, but it basically has a lot to do with because of jealousy. So it's like in that type of way, you suffer a violent internal excitement. So that's what she did. Okay, so you ever heard of the word temper tantrum, when someone throws a temper tantrum?
No.
Okay, so that's used a lot when you're referring to kids. Kids do that a lot. They throw a temper tantrum. They just get up. You ever see a young child, so upset about something his or her mother did that they fall out on the floor? You ever see that?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's called a temper tantrum. They just get so upset, start screaming, yelling, falling out on the floor. That's a temper tantrum. And well, I'm gonna write it in the chat.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sure, no problem. Temper tantrum.
Okay, tantrum. Thank you.
Yes. So sieve is kind of similar to that. You just get so upset, and it's like a violent excitement. You're just that upset. Okay, so that's what she did. So yeah, so basically the story is about two people getting presents, but one feeling like each year she doesn't get the best, but her brother gets the best gifts. She would have preferred to have that mini bike, right?
Yeah.
But that's not what she was able to get. So let's take a little quiz, and then we'll go over. Well, while we're taking the quiz, we may be able to go over some of these vocabulary words. So, question: what's the first question? Why was Lily's anger described as palpable? A, it was misplaced. B, it was irrational. C, it was very difficult to understand. Or D, it was so intense and seemed like it could be touched.
D.
Okay, so someone said D. It was so intense it seemed like it could be touched. Let's go up to the sentence. Lily's anger could not have been more palpable. So could it not have been more misplaced, irrational, difficult to understand, or not being able to be touched? Someone said D. Anyone agree with that one?
Yep.
Okay, so we'll pick D and we'll go back. Okay, so D is correct. Excellent job. What does probable mean, you think?
We can touch.
Okay. So basically, probable is sometimes it can't be touched. Also, it means something that's very noticeable. Very noticeable. So her anger was very noticeable. Okay, good job, too. Which is the best antonym for insurmountable? Now, first, let's go to the sentence. Lily was filled with what seemed like insurmountable excitement. Okay? Insurmountable excitement. So, what's the best antonym? Meaning the word that is different, has a different meaning from insurmountable. It's not the same. Would it be sane, phony, unjustified, or conquerable?
Maybe sane.
Okay, so someone says sane. What do you guys think? So we had insurmountable excitement. She was filled with insurmountable excitement. So if it's sane, then that means that insurmountable means having something to do with being insane excitement. So someone else says phony being fake.
No, I said
Dim.
unjustified.
Okay,
Conquerable.
conquerable insurmountable.
Yeah.
Okay.
Conquerable. Okay.
Okay, let's see how you guys did. Absolutely correct. Very good job. So insurmountable means too great to be overcome. Too great to be overcome is what insurmountable means.
Teacher, could you please write it in the chat box?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. What I'm going to do actually have something even better for you here. Oh, I can do this. Okay, insurmountable. I'm writing it now. Okay. All right, so next, which best describes the act of being relegated? Now let's go to it first. Okay, she knew that the mini bike belonged to her brother and that she had been relegated to that doll. She had been relegated to the doll. So, which best describes the act of being relegated? A star athlete is giving a coveted award. A disobedient dog is put in the garage to sleep. A struggling student is given the worst grade in the class, or the birthday boy is taken to his favorite restaurant.
C.
I think B.
Okay, so we have a B and we have C. B and C.
C.
Okay, C. All right, let's see. Let's see for C. Oh no, try again. All right, let's try and see if it was B. Okay, so who said B initially?
Maria.
Okay, Maria was right. Okay, a disobedient dog is put in the garage to sleep. So let's figure out then what regulated means. And putting it in the chat. Regulated means being assigned to. Okay, so she was basically assigned to the doll. The doll was assigned to her. Okay, so just one wrong, you guys, so far. Okay, what does the expression par for the course imply? Par for the course. Now that's an idiom, so let's look up. She knew that the mini bike belonged to her brother and that she had been relegated to the Dow. It was par for the course. It was par for the course. Does it mean that it's something to be expected? Something that cannot be undone? Something that's not sure, there's something that is sure to cause anger, or something that was meant to be hurtful? Par for the course. Getting that Dow was par for the course. What do you think?
I think A.
Okay,
but I'm not
A.
sure. I'm far from sure here. But I
Okay.
think it has to
maybe.
do with golf, right? Par for course.
So think about the first thing. The first sentence was she was regulated to the Dow, and then it says it was par for the course. So we know the Dow was assigned to her. Then it was par for the course.
C.
Okay, so wow, I'm hearing three different. I have A, B, and C. So now we need to, we need to try to narrow this one down.
I'm sure. I'm pretty sure.
You're pretty sure it's C.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure A. Because this has to do something with playing golf, right? Something when
Right, that's where it comes from. Yeah.
Because
So that excludes C and D. But it
Okay.
could still be A and B, I think.
Well, I like how you're talking that out. That's good, and that you thought about where it's coming from. Okay, now we have D. Now we have all of them. Okay, I'll go with what was all right. Well, I'll tell you this. It's between A and B.
Between. Okay,
B.
between. Okay, I understand.
Between A and B. So which one do you guys want to go with, A or B?
A.
B.
A.
I go
A.
for A.
Okay,
A.
I'm hearing more A, so I'm gonna go with A. And A is 100% correct. So far your score is 91%. So basically par for the course, that idiom means that it's something to be expected. Something to be expected. Okay, next. What is ironic about the title of this passage? So remember, the title is called The Mini Problem. But what is ironic? Is it that Lily has a big problem? Tommy is perfectly happy? Lily does not get a mini bike, or no one realizes there is a problem?
D.
Not exactly.
C.
A, then?
Not C.
Oh.
Oh, you guys, your score is going to go down.
B.
Okay, I heard someone say A.
Yeah.
B.
Okay, A is correct. That's ironic because remember, the title is called The Mini Problem, but yet, in her mind, it's a very big problem.
Yeah.
So that's the ironic part of it. Okay, what could the author have written if she wanted to show Lily improving her situation? A scene with Lily storming out of the house. B, a description of Lily getting to ride the mini bike first. C, a paragraph describing Lily pretending to appreciate the doll. Or D, a dialogue with Lily explaining to her family why she was so angry. What would have improved this story in showing that Lily's situation has improved?
D.
D, a dialogue with Lily explaining to her family why she was so angry. Okay. Very good. So your score so far is 83%. Still not bad. Let's try not to get it down to a C. Okay. 7. What is the best antonym for fervor? So first let's go to the sentence with that in. Tommy had seen that mini bike in the front window of Moore's bike shop, but hadn't Lily too? Hadn't she asked for it with as much fervor as her twin brother? Okay, so what's the best antonym? What would be the word that is different from fervor? Gluttony, indifference, politeness, or quiet?
B.
Indifference. Let's see. Very good. Your score is back up to 85% because fervor means, and I'm going to put it in the chat. Okay, so fervor is Intensity of feeling or expression. Intensity of feeling or expression. So
Is that
she asked with it just with as much intensity as her brother.
Is that the same as indifference?
What'd you say?
Is that the same as indifference?
No, indifference would be the answer, meaning it means exactly the opposite.
Opposite. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay, I see.
Yes. So it means exactly the opposite. Okay. All right. And 8. What might Lily's parents be accused of? Check all that makes sense, so you don't have to do just one answer. Will they be accused of being stingy, not loving Lily, being insensitive, or being gender biased?
D.
Okay, so we have D. Is that the only one, or you think it could be another one as well?
No, B, not loving Lily. B.
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Okay,
they
so
gave her a gift, but they didn't understand her needs.
Okay, that's a good way to put it. A?
Yep.
Being stingy?
Yep.
I don't think so. I have to insist, these parents are very gender biased.
Okay, anyone else agree with A? Or you want that taken off? Remember,
Maybe C.
wrong
Maybe C
answers
and
will
D.
decrease your score. Okay, so someone says C and D, being insensitive and being gender biased. How's that sound? Yes, no? Rest of the class, you want to go with these two?
Yes.
Okay, let's check and see. Okay, very good. Your score is 87%. They were both correct. Yes, they definitely weren't stingy because they did give her something. And the same thing with not loving her, but they were a little insensitive to her feelings, and they definitely bought her something based on her gender. So 87%. Let's try to get back up to the 90s. 90%. So in paragraph 6, what is the most like reason the author repeats the word doll? Why do you think the author repeats the word doll? To highlight how extravagant the dolls were? To juxtapose the number of dolls with just one mini bike? To make it clear how monotonous this gift have become for Lily? Or to make it clear that the doll she got this Christmas was the worst of all?
C.
C. Anyone else agree?
I agree with that.
Okay, so she agrees this time.
Yeah.
Okay, rest of the class, we're okay with that?
Yeah,
Yes.
I think it's C.
Okay. Let's go with it and see. Okay, very good. Your score is 88%. Uh-oh, we're that close. That means you have to get this next one right. Okay, now we already talked about this. Which is the best anonym for sieved? What did we say sieved meant? Almost like throwing a temper tantrum. Very violent excitement. So what
B.
would be the opposite of sieved? Cheered up,
B.
calmed down, spoke softly, or breathed heavily? Calm down? Okay, seems like everyone agrees on that one. Yes, you guys did it. Your score is 90%. Perfect. Very good. Okay, perfect. And you guys worked very good under pressure. You see how you had that last one and you just knocked it out of the box. Meaning you did it. All right, so that one is complete. Let's go to the next one. The next one is going to be called Flower Power. Flower Power. So let me share my screen with you. Okay, and I'll make this one, well, I think it is already bigger now. Can you see it very well?
Yep.
Okay, good. All right, and I would like for Paola to start reading.
I
This is
am
called.
when our grandmother's health began to deteriorate in the fall of 1994. Mary would make the the drive from Washington D.C. to Winchester every few days.
Okay, Winchester, Virginia, every few days. Okay, keep going.
She hated the highway driving, finding it ugly and monotonous.
Monotonous. Monotonous.
Monotonous. She
Yes.
performed to take meandering back grandmother's hair roads, the grandmother's hospital, 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 hospital,
Hospital. Yes.
hospital. When she drove through the rocky town of Harper's Ferry, the beauty of the road was charming at intersection of the Shenandoah and Shenandoah. What means Shenandoah?
Shenandoah, and it's a river, and
And
Potomac rivers. Potomac rivers.
Potomac rivers always.
Okay. Always captivated her.
Captivated her.
Yes. Okay.
I continue.
Now we're gonna have. Thank you. We're gonna have someone else do the next because we're going through like 2 paragraphs apiece. All right. So who's next?
I continue. Continue.
No, we're gonna have someone. No, we're gonna have someone else go because
Okay,
we are.
I go.
Okay, go ahead.
Toward the end of her journey, Mary actually did have to get on Highway 81. It was here that she discovered a surprising bit of beauty during one of her trips along the median of the highway. There were a long stretch of wildflowers. Wildflowers.
Yes.
They were thin and delicate and powerful.
Yes.
Almost poetic.
Yes, very good.
Poetic in appearance.
Okay, keep going.
The first time she saw the flowers, Mary was seized by an uncontrollable urge to pull over on them. Highway and yank a bunch from the soil. She carried them into her grandmother's room when she arrived at the hospital and placed them in a water pitcher by her bed.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Okay, and next, another volunteer. Okay.
Can I go again?
Yes, go ahead.
I'm sorry. Okay. For a moment, her grandmother seemed more lucid than usual. She thanked Mary for the.
Hold on one second. Okay, so guys, it's probably best if I make it a little smaller so I don't have to keep going over like that.
Yes.
So, because it's going to make it harder for you to read. All right, so try it this way.
Okay. For a moment, her grandmother seemed more lucid than usual. She thanked Mary for the flowers, commented on their beauty, and asked where she had gotten them. Mary was overjoyed
Overjoyed.
by the flowers' seeming ability to wake something up inside her ailing grandmother.
Okay, one more.
Afterwards, Mary began carrying scissors in the car during her trips to visit Grandma. She would quickly glide onto the shoulder, jump out the car, and clip a bunch of flowers. Each time Mary placed the flowers in the picture, her grandmother's eyes would light up and they would have a splendid conversation.
Very good. And next would be Sarah.
Okay. One morning in late October, Mary got a call that her grandmother had taken a turn for the worse. Mary was in such a hurry to get to her grandmother that she sped past her flower spot. She decided to turn around, head several miles back, and catch a bunch. Mary arrived at the hospital to find her grandmother very weak and unresponsive. She placed the flowers in the pitcher and sat down to hold her grandmother's hand. She felt the squeeze on her fingers. It was the last conversation they had.
Very good. Okay, thank you. One question. The person all the way to the right of me with the glasses on in the picture. What are you there?
Yes, we wrote his name in the chat of Google.
His name is Dan.
Don?
Yeah.
Don, are you there? Well, you need to speak to me if you are there and not just in the chat.
He doesn't have a headset, he writes.
Okay, all right. So I'm going to let him just view it in the chat with everyone else, and I'm going to eject them out so that someone who can actually speak can come in with a microphone. Okay. All right. So what is going on in this story?
It seems that whose name is we talk about the grandmother of Mary.
Mm-hmm.
It seems that she is sick, and
Yes.
yes, and Mary go to visit her in the hospital with some flowers.
Yes.
That's all what I get. And in the last, it seems that her grandmother was died.
Yes, yes, unfortunately. So what do you think, why you think the title was called Flower Power, anyone?
Because there was power in the gift.
Yes.
In the flowers. Yeah.
Because there is one part where it says, each time Mary placed the flowers in the pitcher, her grandmother's eyes would light up and they would have a splendid conversation. So this seemed to be something that would make her grandmother happy in her final days on earth. So the flowers definitely had a sense of power to them. So very good. It's a nice little story of a grandmother and a granddaughter. So let's do a little test. What is the best antonym, meaning the opposite word for deteriorate? Now let's go to the sentence first. When her grandmother's health began to deteriorate in the fall of 1994, Mary would make the drive from Washington, D.C. to Winchester, Virginia every few days. So what's the opposite of deteriorate? What's the antonym? Improve, increase?
Improve.
Okay, so that
Yes.
was very unanimous. So your score last time was 90%, right?
Yep.
Let's see what we can do this time.
Let's
Okay, so
try
that's
100.
correct. So 100% so far.
Sorry, we cannot see increase also. It's an antonym, I think.
I'm sorry, say that again.
I said if increase also, it's an antonym, I think, because the contrary of deteriorate.
Deteriorate is to make when something get worse.
Yes.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. So let me put it in the chat for you as I did before.
Okay.
The exact meaning. Okay, so deteriorate can mean to waste away or to make inferior in quality or value. In this context, is basically to waste away. You know, when you get older, your health may not be as it was when you were younger. So it starts to waste away, it starts to deteriorate. Okay? Thank you for that. I meant to clear that up before I went to the next question. Okay, what about she hated highway driving, finding it ugly and monotonous? Choose the best way to rewrite the above sentence. So you basically trying to figure out what monotonous means. She hated highway driving, finding it ugly and tedious. Or
Tedious.
Yes.
Yeah,
Hey.
Okay. Okay. All right.
It's like boring.
Okay, there you go. It is boring.
What?
100%. Excellent.
What is nerve-wracking?
Okay, so nerve-wracking can be something that makes you quite agitated and worried. You know, it's just like, it really worries you. It really bothers you. That's nerve-wracking. Okay, 3. What is the best meaning of the word captivated? Now first, let's go back to the sentence that had captivated in it. Okay. Okay.
Fascinated.
Oh.
Fascinated, yeah.
Okay.
Like,
All right, so it sounds like we're going to go with fascinated.
yeah.
And you guys are correct. Okay. We're at 100% so far. So captivated, for those who do not know, I'm going to put it in the chat. Captivate basically means to influence or dominate by some special charm, by a special charm. So I'm putting it in the chat right now. Okay, there we go. All right, so next, let's see what happens. They were thin and delicate and purple, almost poetic in appearance. Which literary device is used in the above sentence? Vernacular, suggesting a particular geographical area. Alliteration, characterized by the repetition of a letter or sound. Foreshadowing.
Alliteration, characterized by the repetition of letter of sound.
Okay, so she thinks it's alliteration. Anyone thinks anything else? Foreshadowing, characterized by the use of hints to suggest what is to come, or personification, characterized by a thing being described as if it were human. So one person said alliteration. Do you guys agree?
It's not alliteration, because that's when many words start with the same letter, right?
Right.
Yes.
So it's not alliteration.
Okay, what do you think it is then?
Probably
C.
D.
Okay, so I'm hearing C,
C,
foreshadowing, or D. So D would be personification when you give a human characteristic. Foreshadowing would be just giving hints of something that is going to come. So we need C or D. Who agrees with C and who agrees with D?
C.
D. D.
Okay. I'm hearing
I'm the only one who does not agree.
Yeah, you're the okay. So I'm gonna go with C.
Go with the majority.
And it is incorrect.
Make a mistake.
So now let's go with D. And D is incorrect.
B.
A.
What is vernacular?
A.
Vernacular.
Oh.
B.
B?
Wow, she was right.
Okay, so here's the thing. This is one thing when I saw this, I was wondering why they put that, because as you guys were saying, alliteration is repeating the same letter. So generally it would be something like Mary mumbled more. Okay, that's repeating the M sound. with it, they were thin and delicate and purple is not really repeating, so I don't know why this one is suggesting alliteration. But I'm definitely glad that you mentioned that, because I think this is not correct. And so consider yourselves still having 100% in my view. I don't know why it's posed as alliteration. Okay, which
And the
best
C or D was?
Say that again.
C or D correct answer was?
It should have been, in my opinion, well, actually, it can be D only because D, when it's saying almost poetic in appearance, can kind of make it like it's giving something a human characteristic. But being thin and delicate and purple, because let's go back up to what they were talking about. Okay, being thin. Okay, so the wildflowers. So generally also, when you think of someone, when you call something thin, you're lots of time referring to a person, right?
Yes.
So that appears to be more personification. Okay, which best describes what stopping for flowers on the side of the highway became for Mary? Monotonous, a ritual, a regret, or torturous?
Regret.
A ritual. Okay, let's see.
Somebody else said C, so yeah.
Oh,
okay,
someone else
good.
said it. Okay. Yes, it is correct. Still consider yourselves at 100%. A ritual is something you do consistently, or you do, a certain time of the year or whatever the case, but it's habit. Okay, 6. What other title would best fit this passage? A, The Fall, B, On the Road, C, Conversations, or D, Living for Tomorrow?
B, maybe.
B, On the Road.
Perhaps conversation.
D.
Living for tomorrow.
Living for Tomorrow?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, let's go for it. No.
She had conversation with her grandmother, right?
Okay.
That's the reason. So the flowers started the conversations, wasn't it?
Oh,
Something
right.
like that?
Okay. All right, let's see.
I don't remember. Exactly.
Yes, correct. Very good. Okay, why might the author have described the flowers as poetic? A, the author wanted to depict this passage as a poem. B, the author wanted to convey that this type of flower had been written about poets. C, the author wanted to contrast the flowers with other flowers considered less beautiful. Or D, the author wanted to convey that Mary felt the flowers were as beautiful as verses on a page.
D.
Okay, D, the author wants to convey.
D.
Okay. Very good. Okay, 8. Using the passage as a guide, what kind of person does Mary seem to be? A, and you could check all that are correct. A, she is impatient.
No.
B, she is not the safest driver. C, she is drawn to the beauty in nature. Or
Yes.
D, she has a deep love for her grandmother.
C and D.
C and D.
Okay, C and D.
D.
Okay. Okay, so it says 3 out of 4. But C and D should be correct.
She's a bit impatient because she doesn't like to be driving on the highway. Wasn't it something like that?
Yeah, because she did say that in the beginning it was boring to have to, she hated driving. So that could be a component for it as well. I'll go with A, C, and D. Which is the best antonym for lucid? Lucid, let's go up.
Obscure.
For a moment, her grandmother seemed more lucid than usual.
Obscure.
Obscure. Correct. Okay, so let's say what lucid is. And I'll put it in the chat. Lucid basically means clear to the understanding. It also refers to having light, but in this case, you can clearly understand. So let's put paste in. Okay, what is obscure? So that would be
Like
not
somebody.
easily. That would be not easily understood. Not easily understood. Okay, so it's just the opposite. So put that in as well. Okay, there you go. All right. And last. Oh, okay, so we did that. And lastly, what do the flowers seem to come to signify for Mary? A, how beautiful the highways can be. B, an opportunity to pull off on the side of the road. C, a chance to converse with her grandmother. Or D, a chance to make the hospital room smell better.
C.
C.
Okay, C. Okay, correct. So it has here your score is 85%. I'm going to give you back 90%. You completed 9 out of 10 correctly, so that's very good. Only really not really losing one because I don't agree with that one. All right, so we have time for one more. Let me take this one off. And you guys are doing really good with this, by the way. Okay, our last story is called Seeing Clearly. Seeing Clearly. And I'm just going to share the screen with you. Okay, let me bring this over. And okay, there we go. All right, so Servat,
Yes.
can you start reading this one? This is
Yep.
called again. Let me go up. I'm sorry. Seeing Clearly. All right, go ahead.
Okay. The announcement that Donna had reached middle age came, still healthy and without warning.
Stephanie.
Donna stealthily. Donna, at 42 years old, was in perfect health. She was fit, trim, and ate only the healthiest of foods. Eschewing soda and candy,
Yes,
she was still
eschewing, like a shoe, eschewing.
okay. Eschewing soda and candy, she was still asked for her identification when buying wine at the grocery store. She ran several miles every day, and in local road races, she was known for beating people half her age. 40 is the new 20, her friends would say of Donna's seeming agelessness. Donna heard the quip so often that a part of her believed that this aging thing was surely for other people, that all changed during what should have been a fairly innocuous,
Innocuous. Innocuous.
innocuous, innocuous event, a trip to the Department of Motor Vehicles to renew her driver's license.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. And for the interest of time, I'm going to finish reading it so you guys have a chance to answer the questions. That was perfect. Very good reading. Name, the clerk asked without looking up. Donna replied. Address? Donna gave it. Look through these, please. The clerk gestured toward an eye testing machine perched at the edge of the desk. Read the first 4 lines, she sighed. Donna pushed her head against the contraption. Go ahead. Donna was perplexed. Everything was fuzzy. I think the glass is dirty, Donna said, searching the desk for a tissue to wipe off the lens. It's not dirty, the clerk said, her voice dripping with condescension. There must be some problem, Donna said, pressing her head against the machine once more. Ma'am, do you wear glasses? No, I don't, Donna responded, a little embarrassed now as other people in the room began turning to see what was going on. The clerk glanced down at Donna's old license and back up at her. Welcome to middle age, sweetheart. Come back when you've had an eye exam and gotten glasses. Okay, so what's going on in this story, Seeing Clearly?
It is emphasized the woman is getting older, not getting older, middle age.
Yeah, so it's a story of a woman coming into middle age, and how does she recognize that? What had made her realize that?
She couldn't see clearly.
She couldn't see clearly. She tried to read. She was trying to. What was she trying to get? What is she? Where is she at? And what is she trying to get?
She is renewing her driver's license. So
Yes, so
she
she's
need
at the
to.
Department of Motor Vehicles. Yes, to renew her driver's license. Very good. Um, and she doesn't look 42 years old, right? They said she was in perfect health. She was fit and trim and ate the best food. But still, there's a sign that she is growing older, and that is that her eyes are we can use one of the words that we used before, deteriorating. So let's go ahead and answer some questions in relation to this one, and also focus on vocabulary. So what proverb fits this story best? Time marches on, time heals all wounds, a stitch in time saves nine, or there is no time like the present.
A.
A.
Okay, time marches on. Correct. Okay. Which is the best antonym for Stephanie? Okay.
Obviously.
Stephanie meaning, I'm going to give it to you this time in the interest of time. Well, actually, no. I want you to go ahead and try. Which is the best antonym for Stephanie? Let's look at the sentence. The announcement that Donna had reached middle age came stealthily and without warning.
So that must be
Slowly.
Slowly.
Obviously.
No.
No, obviously.
So basically, remember, we're going on the antonym. The antonym is what is basically the opposite. So what's the opposite of stealthily?
B.
B.
Okay, B, correct. Because stealthily means slowly. Slowly. Okay. If Donna is eschewing candy and soda, what is she doing? It says that she's, let's go up. She eats the healthiest foods, eschewing soda and candy. Okay, avoiding them. Very good. 88%. Use them passes as a guide. Which best describes the meaning of 40 is the new 20? A, if you are in good health and shape, being 40 can feel like 20. B, when people turn 40, they are likely to say they are in their 20s. C, if you are 20 and not in great shape, you can feel like you are 40. Or D, if you stay away from junk food, you can look 40 even when you are 20.
A.
Okay.
B.
A, very good. Score 91%. What is the best antonym for innocuous? That all changed on what should have been a fairly innocuous event, a trip to the Department of Motor Vehicles. What is the best word that's different than innocuous?
Dangerous.
Dangerous. Very good. Innocuous means harmless. So dangerous would be the antonym. Okay, what's the difference between the first 4 paragraphs of this passage and the rest? The first highlights Donna's pride, the last shows her anger. The first highlights the good life Donna has had, the last shows her regret. The first highlights Donna's youth, the last shows that she has aged. The first highlights Donna's fitness, the last shows she is out of shape.
C.
C.
Yeah, C.
Very good, 94%. Which best describes the clerk's attitude? Hostile, incoherent, patronizing, or domineering?
Patronizing.
D.
No. Dominate. Sorry.
Patronizing is correct. 95%. Patronize, basically you have the attitude towards someone like you're kind of looking down on them. 8. Which statement suggests condescension? Check all that are correct. So basically, let me tell you what that means. That means that you are having a patronizing attitude or behavior towards someone. So what best describes or suggests this? It's not safe to go shopping at night. Take your dirty feet off my designer sofa. If you have studied, you would have done better on the test. If you had my fashion sense, you wouldn't have chosen that outfit to wear.
B and D, I think.
B.
Okay, your score is 95%. And then, which best describes the tone of this passage? Angry, dark, lighthearted, or passionate?
Light-hearted.
Yeah.
Lighthearted.
No.
Yeah, it was very good. Your score is 96%. And finally, what is ironic about the clerk calling Donna ma'am? A, it is not proper English. B, the clerk does not know Donna's name. C, it is a term often reserved for older people. Or D, it is unclear to whom the clerk is speaking.
C, perhaps. What do
Okay,
you
very
guys
good.
think? Okay.
Your score is 90%. Okay, so sorry to rush through the last bit of it, but as you see, the class is over, so I wanted to get through it. I hope you guys came away with some nice vocabulary that you may not have been aware of. And I have fun with you guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. Follow me. And also check out my Verbalin page for class suggestions. You can put in class suggestions or ask me any questions. It's located on the class description, my Verbalin page. Have a great day, you guys.
You
Thank
too.
you.
Okay.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.